you guys a chance to introduce yourselves, 15 to 25 seconds, a little bit about your background, your current background, and what got you interested in pursuing a career in quant. Then what I'm going to do is talk about what the Wall Street Quants is and how we can help you get placed into quant all across the globe. If that sounds all right, I'd love to start the intros. Let's start with Bhavesh Singh.
Yeah, hello. I'm audible.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Bhavesh Singh. I'm based in Mumbai, India, and I have 3 year experience as a crypto researcher and trader with 3 years experience at FundiX, specializing in algorithm trading, high frequency trading, statistical arbitrage, making, and risk management. And I have a strong background in blockchain development, cryptography, and decentralized finance. So I have worked as a crypto researcher and trader at FundiX remotely at Singapore. So there I designed and implemented low latency algorithm trading strategies, optimizing the execution speed, achieving the sub millisecond latency, and minimizing slippage, reducing the slippage by speeds by 15% and by through smart order routing. So I developed the statistical arbitrage model based on market efficiencies, deploying the real-time trading bots across the centralized and decentralized exchanges and achieving an average daily profit of 30% and believing the market making algorithm integrating a dynamic inventory management using a column filter and risk hedging using the to improve liquidity and sort efficiency. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Bhavesh. A lot of similarities in what is required in quant. I'm happy to discuss that further.
Yes.
Awesome. Next, let's go with Akshit.
Yeah,
Akshit,
yeah.
hi.
Hi, Vandan. Yeah. So yeah, I'm from Delhi, India, and I'm actually working with Accenture as a consultant. And yeah, I'm working in that global markets domain. So in terms of this quants, I'm very much interested to pursue my career in this be it trading or investing, and want to uh, gain knowledge in different global markets. So and also how the big players and other institutional firms actually play out an important role in markets. So just wanted to know all of that and hopefully make a career in this.
Definitely. So you with consulting already have that experience of how big a firm works, but
Yeah,
quant definitely is the cutting edge of finance, and
yeah,
definitely a career in quant is very future proof.
yeah,
So great ideas and happy to talk to you further too.
yeah.
Awesome. We're gonna do a couple more. Let's go with Itachi.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi, good evening, bro.
Hi, Itachi.
Hello, can you hear me, bro? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually saw this ad on Instagram also, so I applied that. So basically, I'm just looking at it.
No worries. Thank you for sharing. Hopefully we give you a good look at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Shiva?
Yeah, hi Vandan and hi everyone. A very good evening to everyone. So I've been into and I'm working as a software consultant in Bangalore. And I was just interested in this quant trading and quant development. So I just want to know about it. And when I was searching for it, I just came across this thing in Instagram. So I just enrolled it to explore much more about it. So that's it. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. Awesome. Let's
Thanks.
do one final introduction and I'm going to get into the content. Let's go for Anurag.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Hi. So my name is Anurag Raj. I am first year BTech student in computer science, specialization in cyber security. I I have a interest in finance. I have a good mathematical background. I have a clear international mathematical Olympiad, and that is it.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. So that's where I want to kind of lead off of is that you guys could probably notice pretty similar backgrounds, really around that finance or that trading, software engineering sort of background, that's not really by accident. Where I want to get started today is talk to you about quant. What is quant? Well, quant has three main core elements. That is math, coding, and finance. Quant is the amalgamation of these three elements, and together they allow you to become very profitable in quant. Now, each of these three specializations, each has a distinct quant role. As you can guess, for the coding is a quant developer, for the math is a quant researcher, and for the finance is a quant trader. Now, it's okay if you don't know which one you want to pursue now. That is what this discovery process is kind of like. But what we're here to talk about is what quant is and how we can help get you placed in quant jobs across the globe. Now, if you have not done so already, I would encourage all of you to please send me your resumes. This will ensure that after this call, I can send you guys my this presentation free of charge, free of anything, in right after this call when I take your attendance. Now, this also means you don't have to worry about taking notes about this at all. So perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the other introductions. I'm getting them on the chat too. Now, awesome. So if you have not done so, send me your resumes. Perfect. Now I want to get into buy side versus sell side first. In quant, like any other financial roles, there's the buy side and the sell side. The sell side you can think of as investment banks, where the buy side is really you're looking at hedge funds. If in terms of work-life balance, what we like to say is that somewhere between a software engineer and an investment banker, so about 40 to 70 hours a week. The interesting and really the differentiating aspect of quant is that you get direct access to revenue generating potential straight away. How is that different? Well, technical roles like software engineers, data scientists, even accountants and analysts, cybersecurity, they're usually cost centers designed to make the business more efficient, make your costs less, economies of scale. Quant, on the other hand, is a technical role that gives you access to generate revenue. This gives you that direct impact on profit and loss, but it also gives you the ability to have autonomy. What do I mean by autonomy? Autonomy in the markets you want to research, the markets you want to trade, the markets you want to develop your algorithms in. This also gives you that status. Why? Well, one, you're a technical role that's generating revenue, and two, you're in quant, which is the cutting edge of not only finance, but of technology. The example I want to give you guys is some of you may have heard of this young company that just kind of blew up the Chinese markets called DeepSeek AI, started by a quant. There will be many examples of how quants are those that are cutting edge in technology and in finance and the intersection with AI too. And so quant just gives you that status. It's a big door opener. And it also comes with one of the big reasons why all of you are here today, a really, really high compensation potential. I have a whole slide on this next, so I'm going to save that for that. Essentially, when you're in quant, you're a scientist testing your hypotheses against the market in order for your bonus as well as your company's profitability. Awesome. So now let's talk about the big thing out there, compensation. Quant is the highest paid technical role in 2024. Sorry, it was the highest paid technical role in 2024. The average quant salary, now, to give you guys a bit of context, these will be US numbers, but I'd like to show you what's possible in quant. We work with people all across the globe, getting you placed anywhere from North America to Australia and everything in between. So Dubai, Sydney, Singapore, Hong Kong, London, Amsterdam. These are US numbers to give you an idea of what's out there, what's possible. The average quant salary is 178,000 US dollars. top tier firms like Citadel, Point72, and Jane Street offered starting salaries that exceeded $500,000 US. For those of you that are currently still students, we do recommend the internship path. Quant internships are not just a great way to, get your feet wet in the industry, but also very lucrative in terms of pay. You can expect sign-on bonuses of 5 to 20,000 US and weekly pay of 3 to 6,000 US. So within a summer, you can earn anywhere from 30 to 60, thousand US and get a lot of experience under your belt. Awesome. With this incredible compensation, though, does come a lot of competition. It is a pretty competitive field, which brings me to who we are and why we're here. Right? We are the Wall Street Quants. We were founded in 2021 by a group of quants from some of the top tier firms like Point72, Citadel, SIG, Optiver, World Quant, IMC, and more. We're founded to democratize quant training. What is that? Essentially, our founders believe that quant recruiting is not fully formalized and people don't really know the insights because there's three distinct elements that are all kind of coming together, three different backgrounds that are all kind of merging together. It is not super formalized and people are not used to recruiting for quant. But they also realize that the talent pool is incredibly expansive and super deep. There's great talent like you guys here, who with the right training, guidance, mentorship would be just as good, both on the job in the quant interviews. Hence, we, the Wall Street Quants, were started in 2021. Now, as part of this program, the way they designed, we each individually get partnered with a actual quant mentor. Now, who are these guys? We have 35 plus quant mentors who give you individualized attention, guidance, and mentorship to get you placed into quant jobs. Type of people you will be working with, I'm going to show you a bit of their backgrounds and type of people that will pick you. So let's do that right away. These are some of our quant mentors. Now, obviously, I cannot show all 35. It'd just be too much on a screen. But two main things I want you to notice. One, come from a variety of backgrounds, whether that be here in India, Australia, the US, but also they've all worked at the cutting edge of quant. They've all also gone through that quant recruiting. Now, secondly, they now have 4.5 years under their belt, specializing in placing people like yourselves into quant jobs across the globe. So not only do they have 8 to 15 years of experience in quant itself, they have experience working with individuals like yourself from a variety of different backgrounds and building their profiles to get jobs in quant. Awesome. Now I want to change the focus back from the mentors to you guys, the people you work with. Now, quant, as I've mentioned, is not the easiest field to get in. And this is why I asked for your resumes. Because what I'll be doing after this call is sending your resumes over to admissions, which is going to include the mentors. So they're going to handpick the people they want to work with. What they're looking for is the same thing quant firms are looking for, which is a promising foundation in either one of the three core elements: math, finance, or coding. Now, math includes both math and data science. Finance includes finance, accounting, economics, and coding includes any sort of engineering, cybersecurity, electrical engineers, research scientists, software engineers, software developers. You only need one of these three backgrounds because we believe we are there to build a bridge with the other two or other one that's missing out. We work with both students and professionals, but we want to be very honest with you guys if you do have a good enough chance of getting in to quant. Students we work with as early as undergrad first year, all the way to PhDs, professionals straight out of college to 15 plus years in the industry, looking to switch jobs, looking to, switch up their careers. We work with all types of people. Awesome. Those of you that do get accepted and do decide to enroll in the program, the next part is going to be the 4 pillars and how they're designed to get you placed into quant jobs. Awesome. First pillar is the quant skills master. Now, this essentially is the curriculum, and I want to tell you guys this straight on and heads up. It is not academic at all. Just like your mentors, it is very industry oriented, application based. Essentially, with the quant skills mastery is complete, you'll have all the tools and tricks you need for any quant job for the first 2 years. That is a guarantee. Whether that be quant development, quant research, quant trading, quant analyst, quant intern, whatever quant job you're going for, with the skills mastery, you'll have the tools, the tricks, the knowledge, the applicability of everything you need for the first 2 years of the job. The way we structured this is from back end to front end. Back end being quant development, which is the coding, then quant research, then quant trading, which is the front. This is why we start our journey off with Python. Python really is an essential and sort of the building block for quant. Now, HFTs do use C++, but the path to C++ is through, the path to HFTs is through quant, and the path into quant is through Python. So we work on Python, coding for quant finance, and evaluating quant strategies. Now, then we go into what quant research is, signal transformations, building quant models, backtesting, using strategies like alpha, strategies like statistical arbitrage. One of the people here today already talked about that. So we will do, strategies and statistical arbitrage, I'm going to talk about on the next slide. But then we'll go into quant trading, how to trade like hedge funds in Wall Street. We'll now be mastering portfolio creation, management, risk management, optimization, executing. Now we'll train you how to live trade. And to help with this, we provide you with a live Python trading library. Now, there are two key purposes for this library. One, yes, Itachi, you can. The two key points of this is, firstly, we want to ensure and kind of give you the chance of being able to see if what you're learning as part of the skills mastery, you can actually apply and you are understanding and you can do it in the real world, not just in homework, right? This is why it is up to you if you want to use real money or fake money, because the goal here is not to make money or lose money. It is for you to learn and get evidence that you can do what you are learning. Second benefit is these live Python trading libraries are exactly like those that which you will be trained on in hedge funds and investment banks. And so we'd like to get you familiar. We'd like to get you, very comfortable with interacting with the types of materials and tools you'll be using in your own future jobs. Now, let's talk about the project. This is the hedge fund style project. It's in statistical arbitrage, reversal, momentum trading. And we took the blueprint of this project straight from hedge funds. Essentially, it is a hedge fund project. But with WallStreetQuants, you get guidance from your mentor everywhere, from figuring out what market you want to research, sourcing, cleaning the data, developing the strategy, optimizing and executing the strategy, to formatting, making it look like an actual hedge fund stock project. Now, we believe a project like this can up to 5x your chances of an interview. Why is that? Because 95% of applicants into quant do not have a personalized quant project. This is also why when you have done the project and finished it with the guidance of your mentor gives you a green light saying, hey, so-and-so has done a good enough job. This is good to be published. We will show you how to best put it on both your resume and your LinkedIn to increase your chances of an interview. Again, it is evidence that you can show that you can do exactly the type of work they're looking for. And a project like this on your resume just helps us get through those resume AIs. Once you're in the interview as well, project like this is super useful to completely change the dynamic. Imagine they're there in your first quant interview. It's a technical quant interview asking you if you're proficient in these sort of tools. When optimizing it and when making the project, it completely flips the dynamic from being at a question mark whether you understand to them, the interviewer, realizing that not only do you know what you're doing, but you're doing it in the exact type or style that we as a hedge fund like to do our work. Now that we're talking about interviews, the very next step is acing the technical quant interview. Now, the technical quant interview is there to really test your skill set. And we believe the game here is practice, practice, and practice. But we believe you guys should practice the best resources, best mentors, and best questions. This is why we source our 550 plus questions from the top 25 quant firms from our 450 plus alumni that have been through all the stages of quant recruitment. They're going through quant recruitment right now. We also source them from our mentors, who some of them may be the quant recruiters themselves. And so we have the freshest questions being asked in quant interviews today. And we give you clear video explanations, strategies, answers, and guidance on how to approach every single type of question. It is very likely that you get the same or very similar questions when you go to do the interviews yourself. Now, as you know, the topic range is going to be pretty wide, everything from probability, econometrics, math, logic puzzles, coding assessments. Your skill tests are especially going to be in coding. This is why even if you want to be a quant trader, you do need that understanding of coding, and we build that out from scratch if you don't have it, right? What we also do is connect you with one of our alumni. Let's say you have an Akuna online assessment in Python code. We will connect you with one of our alumni that's done it at Akuna. And so you get a chance to talk to them and basically figure out 60 to 70% what's coming up and the style of questions that are coming up. For the interview part, we also help you prepare in the sense that we have 20 plus actual interview walkthroughs, giving you guys a good sample size of what a good interview looks like, what a bad interview looks like, how to come back from an interview, how to, react, how to turn a bad question into a good question. Just have that data and you really micro-analyze how can we do good in an interview, how can we do bad. Awesome. Now, let's talk about career success services and live community. This is where you get to utilize the experience, the expertise, and the knowledge of your mentors. First thing we do before we get you on any of the resources is we get you on a call with your mentor. This is a chance for you to synergize, guys, for you to meet, figure out what the next 5 to 10 steps look like, figure out what goals are, and how your mentor will build that bridge towards reaching those goals. It's really there to, make sure that you understand what this process looks like. The other things as part of the course we do is mock interviews, career strategy sessions, resume reviews, Discord, cover letter reviews. We give you access to our quant referral network, which is a guaranteed mock interview at a company of your choice. We partner with Millennium and Tower Research. That some of you are looking to apply to local jobs here in India, while some of you are looking to apply to global jobs all across the world. So we will adjust the strategy for you guys. You have 24/7 lifetime access to the Discord and student community. You have lifetime access. You have access to your mentor until you get the quant job, no matter how long that takes. Yeah. we have a job board we created to, organize your application. I'm going to talk a little bit more in the next slide about that. Just a plethora of resources to company-specific guidance, to utilize your mentor's knowledge, experience, and expertise on when and where to apply that fits you best. Awesome. Let's talk about student success. These are just some of the places our students have been placed. Places like Jane Street, Belvedere, SIG, WorldQuant, IMC, Two Sigma, Jump Trading. But they've also been to places like Rebecca, Capstone, and Art Advisors. The reason I mentioned these boutique firms as well is Quant unfortunately has something called a blacklist. What a blacklist is let's say there are 10 jobs at Jane Street that are out there to grab. You apply for the first one and you happen to get rejected without an interview. Unfortunately, you will be auto-rejected for the next 9 jobs at Jane Street, no matter when you apply for the next 6 months, no matter how good your profile is. This is called a blacklist. This is their inform. And this is why the first application at each of these companies matters most. This is why we spend so much time building that profile, perfecting your profile, making sure your resume is pitch perfect, making sure your interview skills are pitch perfect, making sure everything on your LinkedIn is, sharpened, making sure you are ready. And this is also why we encourage you guys to do 150 to 250 applications. This is why we have that job board. When we get to that number of applications, it gets harder to keep a track of what's going on, where everything is, how the schedule is working. So we give you our proprietary job board, which is there to give you customized company-specific guidance to organize every single one of your applications and track them. It's also with these boutique firms, why we encourage you to apply to them first is they give you a bit of a lower stakes kind of environment to test your skill set, test your interview skills, make sure we get to see what is working in your profile, what we need to improve on. They don't pay as high as some of the bigger firms, but they still pay extremely well. And they are great tools to use to negotiate and boost confidence with these bigger firms. If you're talking to Jane Street and you say, hey, I have an offer from Rebecca that I'm already considering, you're that much more interesting because somebody else has already believed in you, the exact same type of job they're looking for. Awesome. Let's summary, and I'm going to talk about enrollment details and time commitment, and I'm going to open up to you guys for questions. Awesome. Quant skills. Everything you need in your first 2 years. Quant intern. Everything you need for the first 2 years. Quant project. Evidence. Both for you and all the recruiters out there that you can do the exact type of work they're looking for, and you can do it already. And you can do it in the style they look for. Interview prep, practice, of course, but practice with the best resources, best mentors, best questions. Career successors. Utilize your mentor's experience, expertise, and knowledge to build your profile to the absolute best. Mock interviews. Get very comfortable and confident in the quant interview set. Resume reviews and cover letter reviews. Simply, they have to be pitch perfect to get through the resume AIs. Again, you have lifetime access to all the resources and the community of over 500 individuals, including all our mentors, our team, and, always there to help you, guide you. A great place to interact with, 500 plus people that are all interested in trying to get into quant. Just giving you an idea, there to answer all the little questions that come up. Awesome. Enrollment and onboard. So you apply, get an application result, give us a day or two. Then it comes to tuition. Now, tuition for this program is not cheap. Tuition is $4,700 US. We do provide merit scholarship based on your profile. It's decided by admissions. Scholarship is up to $2,200. So you can get up to $2,200 off from the tuition, which means your range of costs will be between $2,500 US and $4,700 US. This is adjusted for India. We charge more for this in the US. And it's there because we're very serious about working with you guys. We only enroll about 15 people a month. And that is because that's all we can handle with all seriousness. First thing we do as soon as we get a little bit of a financial commitment is we get you on an orientation call. This is because booking the time with your mentors is not cheap. They're some of the best in their fields. Once we get you on that orientation call, and if you're happy, we move forward and give you program access. If you're not happy, we have a 14-day grace period where we understand that for whatever reason that may come up, 14 days money back guarantee. This is why we structure it like this. Awesome. Now, time commitment. Recommended schedule is 3 months or 12 weeks for all the course material, added a month of recruiting, but you have lifetime access to all these materials. This program was designed to be suited for people like yourselves who are looking to get into quant. We understand that people like yourselves are pretty busy. This is why you've individualized mentorship. You can stop and start it as you need. This schedule shown here is just an example. You can really tweak it to what you need most and the areas you want to work on. Also why it's a hybrid learning model where you get all your mentorship live, but then your mentor gives you tasks to go do, and then you come back and you review. You have the live component where you can ask and engage, 24/7 access to Discord, email. We do weekly, weekly and bi-weekly, 2 different types of group calls. We do competitions with companies. We partner with companies. We do quarterly competitions ourselves. We partner with other companies that do about a competition a month, just to give you more exposure to the markets. Amazing. Now, if you want to book a one-on-one with me, this is the link to do so. Other than that, if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them now. Feel free to just put your hand up, put it in the chat, or ask away. Any questions? Awesome. Uh, yes. Hi, Neeraj. Good question. So quant is an amalgamation of 3 core elements, right? There is the math. You work in a team. You have your researcher, you have your trader, you have your developer. It is a type of trading that has a lot of testing done. It is like you're doing a science experiment with the markets. Discretionary trading can be done individually. Quant is something that can be done individually, but in bigger settings is done in teams where you're working together. So HFTs is a thing in quant. So it's HFTs is, for those of you that don't know, it's high frequency trading. High frequency trading is a higher level of quant. So it is the top end of quant. Yes. Time frames. Now, it depends on the trades you're doing. So in some markets, time frames are required. In some types of trading that they're looking for, it's really context dependent, right? Quant traders should be able to do everything. They're quant traders. They are the cutting edge, right? So they use what they need for that specific trade. They base their specific trade on the research they've done, on the algorithms they've built, and on the opportunity they see, right? For example, high frequency trading, it comes in when the opportunity is there for a lot of little trades, right? Trading in the milliseconds. Some other developers, some other markets require a more of a swing trade where you're waiting for, a longer time frame, like a day or a week or a month. Some is even longer. For those different things, you apply different skill sets, and that's everything we go through. Bhavesh, you had a question. How much is the fee to get to the orientation? Well, we have payment plans available, but depending on your scholarship, it could be a one-time payment, a 3-month split, or a 6-month split. So it depends on your scholarship, but let's say you have $1,000 scholarship, making the tuition 3,700 US dollars. You could pay 3,700, or you could pay 3,700 divided by 3, so something like 1,000, what do 1,233. But again, that's a 14-day grace period where you have the money back there. Awesome. Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, it requires one of three core elements, whether a background in finance, a background in coding, or a background in math. Now, math includes data science, finance includes accounting and economics, and coding includes any sort of engineering. We can make that work. But out of these three backgrounds, if you come from, like, let's say, a marketing background, we would have to say it's pretty hard to get you into quant, and that we would not recommend it. Awesome. Pleasure speaking to you guys today. I hear someone else. Is there another question? All right, never mind. Pleasure speaking to you guys today. Looking forward to working with you guys. Please do send me your resumes if you have not done so. Bye-bye.